So after watching this episode, the one thing that stuck in my head is that laugh of Caesar Clown, hands down, is one of the most memorable One Piece laughs I've probably ever heard. It was just really like, I don't know if it was said many times and that's why it just really stuck with me, but he just kept on and the voice actor or voice actress, I believe that's the guy, did a phenomenal job. I want to say that definitely one of the good aspects of this episode was the voice acting for that character was on par. It was really like diabolical. One of the differences, I guess, I would say from the manga with this anime is that well, for starters, the villain Caesar Clown, I felt as though they really wanted to make it a big surprise of his look and, you know, build him up. He almost seems like a really, 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 really big problem in the anime right now. He seems as though, like, you know, he's threatening with weapons of mass destruction at the moment. So the anime is really building him up to be something like, damn, you know, this is Caesar Clown. I'm sorry. No, but seriously, like the anime has done a really good job of building this guy up. They kept the suspense throughout the entire episode. You know, so in that aspect, this was mostly set up. Now, on the other hand, I really can say though that I felt as though the episode felt a bit slow paced. It felt like, you know, for the most part, we just got one explanation, and that was just about Caesar Clown and, you know, what he did and everything like that. And we, for an entire episode, we just kept on seeing half of Caesar Clown's face. I don't know if that was meant, like I said earlier, for the suspense or you know what they were trying to do with that. But I can definitely say that this episode felt a bit slow paced, and it was mostly just standing around telling old war stories. But it's nice to know that Vegapunk, like, because at first it was seeming as though Vegapunk was just this terrible guy, but then we realized, okay, it's actually the Caesar Clown guy that did everything, and he is just freaky. Like at the end, those last couple of shots of Caesar Clown making all those weird faces, like his tongue out and everything, and doing that damn laugh. He's really a freaky guy, and also the girl with the green hair riding there, looking kind of hot for a hawk girl. Just saying. And also, what's up with the animation for Tashigi? I feel like every episode they keep on upping the size of her bust. It's like, but by like a couple more episodes, we're not gonna see her. We're just gonna see big tits hanging out. So, I think, you know, I don't mind it, but goddamn, they really upping it. I don't know if it's just got smokers in there and they want to make it more funnier because it's like you got this deep masculine voice coming out of this beautiful woman's body, so I guess it makes it more funny or more comical to make her bust size bigger. I don't know. So there's funny stuff with that, but for the most part, aside from a couple of those things like the suspense and a couple of jokes here or there, I felt a bit slow paced this episode and wasn't too keen about it, but it still had some enjoyable aspects to it. And I'm just curious to see how they're gonna handle things from here on out. As far as like, you know, they took this a long time to reveal Caesar Clown, I felt. Now, I don't remember exactly how long it took in the manga, but I don't feel as though they took this long as far as, like, you know, the way the anime approached it with the revelation of Caesar Clown, because in all honesty, I mean, he looks freaky, and they did a phenomenal job with his design, I want to say right there, too. Like, the lighting of him, it looks really nice and everything. But they built it up for something that is not that big of a shocker. It's not like he looks like anybody we've seen previously. It's not like he's just this freaky, diabolically looking, you know, he's a diabolical guy, but he doesn't like look anything particular shocking. So I was just curious as to why did they make this approach at, like, you know, the revelation at the end with the way he looks and you know, stuff like that. So I was just really like a little confused, I guess, with this particular episode because it kind of dragged on, and at the same time it was like making a revelation for something that wasn't really like a big issue in the manga. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts in a nutshell on this particular episode. Not too much to say other than can't wait to see what's going to happen more, as well as with the whole Vegapunk situation, because we've been hearing about Vegapunk for a very long time now, and it's crazy to hear about his partner that freaking blew up this entire island, you know, learning the history of this island, that his experiments really just went to town. So I just can't wait to see where this is going to go, I guess I could say, and hopefully they adapt a little more material in there. Like, obviously, you don't want too much because you don't want to get filler, but at the same time, episodes like this definitely could have had a bit more to it because it felt like they were really just standing around and just, like, telling old war stories. So, yeah, I'd give this episode 2.5, 3 out of 5 because it just kind of felt a little bit slower and dragged in certain points, but that voice actor for Caesar Clown gets an Academy Award for like best entrance ever and best laugh ever. Yeah. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Did it feel a bit slow paced to you? What did you think of Caesar Clown voice acting? Was it really like just spectacular for you as it was for me? Because I was blown away. It's like that's the same voice actor that did Frieza those years ago in Dragon Ball Z. So see him come back and do some stuff like that, pretty freaking awesome. As always, people, have an awesome day.